Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
They'll go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Cantrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
To the air, it's Holstein. Going to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got the quick pass. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Good blocking, good running, pickup with 6 out to the 30.
That's crazy. I had to do it in the outside of the blitz, but like he got like redirected in the inside. Does that make sense?
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Oh my god, good shit.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the
But
41.
still dumbfounded how that dude in the outside got like
And this QB, man, how about it? Just it's a pass.
warped to go on the inside. I guess.
He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy.
The world may never know.
So frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Bro.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Lining up for the PAT.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Holstein. He's going for the big play. Pulls it in on the left. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the inroute. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Oh, bro, what was that? Oh, my God.
That is a great job by this defense.
I think that was...
On 4th down, when it matters the most, you could tell they were dialing.
I mean, that's probably me, but...
The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion.
Like...
And he fights his way forward.
2 dudes in that area too, like that's crazy. Like, the other one could have probably, oh shit, let me get the ball.
Much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Kane. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
Guys have the backfield
good
now.
defense,
It's
Gibs.
not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down.
Bro, that's insane, bro. I knew exactly what you were going to do. That is ridiculous, bro. Good study. That's stupid. I knew exactly what you were going to do. And the blocks just went crazy.
He just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Moving out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Slithers into space. Brings into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Rebels want to move quickly. From the gun, the ground game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Under fire. He's got him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The screen, and watch out. On the move at the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. One more snap coming before halftime. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
They're going to call that on me.
The decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Crazy.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throws for the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. It's Lacey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of...
I think I would go for it. Is it 4 for... Oh, all right. I was like, I think it's 4 for 3. But, I mean, that's risky. Shit. You've been balling, bro.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4.
No way. Can I get it? Let's go. Bro, that little push you gave me, that's crazy.
In the run game you're seeing from this offense, it's not just going to be conventional handoffs, won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions, pitching at that time. That's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Holding, bro. Bro, you're really good with screens. For some reason, I can't do shit with screens.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding
you gotta teach me the ways of the screen.
We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Hauls it in. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first.
Couldn't get that little speed boost that I always see everybody always getting.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Pulls it in. At the 45 on his way.
He got that speed just there. I don't know if it's because of the tackle, but.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Cantrell. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. 2nd and 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The give to the tailback. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense, keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Knocked down in the backfield.
I mean, my quarterback just like got in my way.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman, that guard pulls in front of you, I run.
I mean, I made some kicks, but I just don't trust my kicker.
That puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
The offense is going to try to convert on 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker has already misfired once. That might have played into the decision.
Oh, good stop.
Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
That's probably game. Oh, because I can't fucking kick.
On first down. Catch in the middle. It's Davis. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route.
It definitely made some kicks. It's just
setting it up.
suspect when it comes to kicks.
Put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Under fire. Unloads to the right. It'll be incomplete.
Crazy because you almost completed that. That's
I tell you
crazy.
what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Quickly to the tight end.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Oh, come on, bro. I came across with the fucking safety, bro. And I get stuck.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
For that third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down. New set of downs for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Oh, come on, bro.
This big tight end. You know, David, this
Everybody gets
is
fucking
really what
warped into the fucking screen.
nice pick up on second down.
It's crazy.
Help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation. And I'm not as
never just gonna let him go through, bro. Come on, man. My team, let's do this. Better than this on defense, baby. Come on.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown.
I wish I knew, bro. I wish I knew why defense
late in games, you see
sucks.
offenses, they get
Sometimes.
very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they lets it fly. He's got it. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground. Don't take too many of those big shots.
The give to the back. Running into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to...
Oh, no, come on, bro. Nah, bro, that's stupid.
He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to
That's game.
The Texas A&M
I needed the score there.
back to work.
To stop. So at least have a chance.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Now the play fake. He's going for it all. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him...
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They just keep firing. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game. You know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to the big tight end. Trying to barrel in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
To the air, it's Holstein. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Westbrook. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here and get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
A&M comes back out with another first down. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Finds his man. It's Cantrell. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Got his man. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect
really?
I
Nah.
understand the sense of urgency
That was
for the
totally
offense now
scripted,
because
bro.
you're trailing here by
It was
a lot
delayed.
in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to
Everything,
take a shot
like,
to see if
I
you
can't even explain to
get
you.
on the
That
board
was
and get some
scripted.
of this momentum back. The problem
That's
is
crazy.
the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Watkins. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to
Watkins, this is all you, baby.
You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Extending the play. Fires to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Off play action. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and it is a 1-point game. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. In a tight game like this, it's no time for complacency, David.
Nah, your defense just let you down a little bit. You still got the lead. Fourth quarter, Palmer, it's go time.
Yeah, I think we're going to find out a lot about the composure of this offense right here. They've got to be able to answer the bell.
Texas A&M likely will just try to bleed the clock. The run from the shotgun. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. When people around the country see this score, and I can't imagine why they wouldn't be watching this game, a top 10 victory against a higher-ranked team behind this running attack, that's going to command attention.
It's going to command attention for all the fans watching this game. It's going to command attention for the rest of the teams on their schedule too, David. They have proven today that they can get it done on the ground. They are big, they are physical, and they are tough to stop.
And it's so fun to get this mid-season test to prove what you're worth, and especially being the underdog. Like, you've got them ranked ahead of us. Okay, we'll go out and show you. And I think they did it in a physical fashion. Fun to watch them run the football, have success, and prove they deserve to be ranked higher.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody
GG's,
doing
brother.
their job.
GG's.
People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.